Guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh, my cushions have all just fallen down behind me. Yay. Now I can do what it wants. May's Illumicrate is finally here. Yay. I don't remember the new theme of the book box because it's been so long since they announced it, but obviously the original theme they had to scrap and change due to the controversy over the author for the book that they'd originally picked. It's Magical Bonds. So let's take a little sneaky peek. I can see straight away we've got yet another mug. But I'm gonna go for the enamel pin, which is inspired by the Water Outlaws by S.L. Huang. So let's have a look at that. Oh, that's pretty. I'm holding it upside down. Oh, that's really pretty now. I've got it the right way. It's Buckkeep. If you can, there we go. I really need to read this book. Okay, what have we got here? Oh, those are so cute. We've got some food bag clips. Can't really see. I'm gonna get them out because baggy clips are always amazing. And these are actually really nice. Oh my goodness. I've also just clocked that each head of the clip has a different phase of the moon, which is so cool. I'm gonna try and hold these. I don't know why I did that way. I could have just been smart and lined them up like that. They are really nice. I like them. Oh my gosh. They are so cute. Moonlight Tribe food clips. Okay. Honor Bound. Illumicrate exclusive. Let's have a look. Oh. This is obviously a Feybound mug. Yes, it is. Not Feybound. Fourth Wing. We've got the little gold dragon. We've got the main character. We've got Violet. This is really not working because of the camera. And we've got the big black dragon. I can't remember the dragon's names, but she is my favorite character in the whole book series at the moment. I had a feeling it was gonna be Fourth Wing based on like this kind of pattern, but it also is the kind of clouds that they used on like the Feybound Fairy Loot book, and I had Honor Bound and then Feybound in my head, and I'm like, no, that's not right. It's definitely Fourth Wing. Okay, what is this? This looks like a bag of some kind. Have a look. It is a book bag, maybe? That's very pretty. It's got dragons on it. And moons. You can really kind of see. It's quite cool. I don't know what this is. I think maybe it's like a book storage thing. I'm not sure what that's from. I'm probably going to really kick myself. I want to say it's from When the Moon Hatched, but I think that's going to be wrong. But it's just because I'm reading that at the moment. Okay. And now for the book. Ouch. There's a bit of balloon in my box. How fun. We have got Goddess of the River by Vaishnavi Patel. That's very pretty. That is such a... Oh my god. Oh! I like those sprayed edges. The little lotus flowers. That's so cute. I love that. And in the back, we've got a load of quotes from people that have read it. Okay, let's see what else that we've got. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. This is a very pretty book. Okay. That is a fantastic hardcover art. And then we have got this beautiful artwork. And it's the same on the back. Okay. So let's find out about this book because I know nothing about it. A mother and a son, a goddess and a prince, a curse and an oath, a river whose course will change the fate of the world. Ganga, joyful goddess of the river, serves as caretaker to the mischievous godlings who roam her banks. But when their antics incur the wrath of a powerful sage, Ganga is cursed to become mortal, bound to her human form until she fulfills the obligations of the curse. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the names wrong. Though she knows nothing of mortal life, Ganga weds King Shantanu and becomes a queen, determined to regain her freedom no matter the cost. But in a cruel turn of fate, just as she's freed of her binding, she is forced to leave her infant son behind. Her son, Prince Devavrata, unwittingly carries the legacy of Ganga's curse, and when he makes an oath that he will never claim his father's throne, he sets in motion a chain of events that will end in a terrible and tragic war. As the years unfold, Ganga and Devavrata, oh my gosh, I can't speak today, are drawn together again and again. Each complements another step on the path that has been written in the stars. Hay fever, yay. In this deeply moving and masterful tale of duty, destiny, and the unwavering bond between mother and son. And this is a reimagining of the story of Ganga, goddess of the river, and her doomed mortal son. Yeah, okay, so let's find out about the author, who is a law student focusing on constitutional law and civil rights. She likes to write at the intersection of Indian myth, feminism, and anti-colonialism. She grew up in and around Chicago and in her spare time enjoys activities that are almost stereotypically Midwestern. Knitting, ice skating, drinking hot chocolate, and making hot dish. Okay, this sounds good. Do we have a letter? We do! Okay. Dear reader, I first heard the Mahabharata over 20 years ago from my Aji. These stories come on the heels of hearing the Ramayana, a relatively straightforward story of a man on a quest. In comparison, the Mahabharata was extremely confusing, filled with perspective jumps, time shifts, and stories within stories. Mayaji insisted on starting with the story of Ganga, which is, as far as I could tell, had nothing to do with the war that was the centerpiece of the Mahabharata. Oh my god. At the time, I chalked it up to the things I'll never understand about Aji, which also included turmeric remedies and forced me to do 200 jump ropes every morning. 2 decades later, I was drafting my debut novel, Keiki. I found my mind returning to Mahabharata and to Ganga. Ganga is a goddess, her river worshipped and beloved at first. Glancing, she seems a world apart and from a mortal woman who is scorned and reviled for her role in a bigger narrative. Where did I just get to? Oh. And yet in the Mahabharata, Ganga is cursed to be a mortal woman, whose actions are also scorned and reviled, and she is sometimes given as an example of an inconstant and manipulative wife. Her story is a starting point, her painful choices and the hatred heaped on her for them as a portent of what is to come. I understand now why my Aji always began with her. Her journey at the opening of the epic sets up the core conflicts of war, who has power, who doesn't, and the responsibilities the powerful, the powerless, owe to each other. Goddess of the River is my love letter to Hindu myth, to all those same elements that made my childhood listening so frustrating and rewarding. Oh, okay. The Mahabharata is an epic meant to be unfolded as it experienced over and over different mediums and sources, telling the story of an entire people and the world they inhabit. Oh my god, my hay fever is really bad. My eyes are going to start watering. I was fine until I put makeup on to do this. It is multifaceted and confusing and interrelated as the real world. And so when I wrote Goddess of the River, I played with bringing in the stories. The stories within stories, all woven together to mirror the river itself. The Mahabharata is a philosophical story that asks what we owe to each other and to ourselves. It touches on all the great ills, all the great ills of the world, from violence and warfare to the conquest and oppression, to sexism, casteism, and goddess of the river does not shy away from these topics. But my goal in writing is always to find hope in stories, to highlight our collective capacity to change our own course and the course of the world, if only we were willing to try. In that way, it is also a love letter to you, the reader. I believe in you. That was really hard to read because my eyes are really going. Oh. Okay. That sounds like a really nice book. I am excited to give it a go. I've got a huge reading list to get through now. So let's find out a little bit more about the items. I probably struggled to read this because I don't know if you can really see, like, everything's kind of blurry for me now because my eyes are getting really itchy. So the mug is designed by Rosie Thorns 88 and it is based on Fourth Wing. Shadowforge book organizer. Oh, it's an organizer. It is a book organizer. And I was completely wrong about the book, but I knew I would be. And that is designed by Ross Dottier. Oh, it's a magnet? I thought it was a pin. They've put it in the wrong thing. So it says the enamel pin is inspired by The Water Outlaws by S.L. Huang. But on here, it says it's a storybook setting magnet of Buckkeep with the location magnet inspired by the realm of the Elderlings. So they've put it in the wrong package. But this is done by No One Designs. The Elven Tribe food clips is designed by Danny Lynn at Milk Tea Danny. And these are inspired by Feybound. About the book, let's do that next. It's a royal hardback and features an exclusive cover from the publisher. We're getting a lot more of them from both boxes, I feel like. Foil embossing on the hardback by Chatty Nora, digitally printed foredge by Chatty Nora, and black block sprayed top and bottom edge, illustrated end papers by Zuki_art, and an inbound author letter when it's digitally signed by the author. There's no point in me doing this bit because we've already had that box. So that's the video. This is another really nice box. I'm a little bit disappointed that this is actually a magnet and not a pin because my radiator is behind my bookshelves, which are like there. So I have really nowhere that I can stick it to. I'm not going to take that off. I'm going to display it somewhere in my room. It's very pretty though, so I need to read the book. There's loads of books that I need to read. Yes, a very good box. I don't think that I would probably use this because most of my books live on a bookshelf. And I personally don't understand the point of a book organizer. If it was sealable, I could use it for something else. Or if it had like a kind of a solid... Well, it kind of does. I'll figure out a use for it. It is very pretty. I'll figure out something for it. A very good box overall. Very practical. I'm looking forward to reading the book. Did I really need another mug? No, probably not, because I am running out of space in my cupboard. That being said, I would actually say that the mug is probably my favourite item from this box because the Fourth Wing book is great. I love the dragons. I love their little sassy conversations. I can't wait. I'm probably gonna go like give this a rinse out and make myself a cup of tea and take some antihistamines because my eyes are getting really bad. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading the book. I love all the items. The clips are gonna be super handy because I open like a lot of things and then kind of pick at them, and then like I kind of have to try and twist them and tie them up, and I don't have many things that I can do that with, so the clips are gonna be really handy and I'm looking forward to that. yeah, I will post a review on my website, which I will include in the description box below, as always. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you do, please drop a like and a subscribe. Yay! The May box is finally here, 2 days before July. Woo! But to be fair, I do appreciate Illumicrate making that change. I think they had no choice. The publisher themselves pulled the book from publication. I don't think it's been completely pulled. I think they've delayed it. There is a lot to unpack with that, and it was an incredibly stupid move by the author to have an Illumicrate deal as well. Like, Illumicrate and Fairy deals are pretty big things, I feel like. And it was just stupid. So I'm glad that Illumicrate made that decision, and I don't mind that it has caused a delay with the box. Bit of a strange delay because everything come out in December. But I suppose they already had the manuscripts, I would imagine, maybe for the original book. It's a tough one. I'm glad we had it. And it actually was worth the wait. I think I actually think I prefer this overall. Maybe not so much the book, because the book in last month's box I am looking forward to a lot more than this. It sounds a lot more up my street than this one. This does sound interesting. But in terms of the items, I would say I actually think this book box has been better than the June one. Maybe that's just me because I like kitching things. So yeah. I will see you guys for the next unboxing. Bye.